I got an email from a guy in his 80s, and he said, my entire life, I thought I could be godly or I could be tough. And he's like, and it wasn't until I heard you describe Christ as fully lamb and fully lion that it hit me that I could have been both this entire time. Growing up in Oklahoma, you grow up in the milieu of Christianity, right? Whether you're a Christian or not. So I'm 16 years old. I'm figuring out what it means to be a man, while at the same time now trying to figure out what it means to be a Christian. All the manly men are outside of the church doing man stuff, and all the godly men are inside the church doing like God stuff, like praying for you, giving you limp handshakes, wearing khakis, like that type of thing. And I just kind of carried that dichotomy into my 20s. And then I started really digging into the Gospels a little bit more for myself, and I was like, man, Jesus kind of seemed like a rough dude. And I realized it's because there's this overabundance and focus on the Lamb of God, and to the complete detriment and ignoring of the Lion of Judah. And so we love to focus on grace, but not really as much on truth. And so I got this burden in my 20s for rough dudes that I thought were going to walk into Christ's church and see a bunch of soft, doughy men and walk out and be like, nah, man, not me. Yeah. How do I, get my kids to be more spiritually, mentally, and physically resilient? I was like, well, they need to see dad doing hard stuff. I want to show my kids what a resilient man looks like. Because my father never went to church, never read a book. I never saw him pray, never saw him study the Bible. None of these things that are core to who I am as a man today. I don't want my kids to accidentally find those habits at some point down the road.